3.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Nerd Talk. I'm Wartech the Batman. This is Boss Tech.
Now, if anybody ever, if you know.
Wait, don't tell him.
Okay.
Well, don't tell him. If you could guess the reference that we just pulled from,
I will give you a FusionCon pass.
but you got to let us know by what, Friday?
Friday.
So you have to have your answers by Thursday, so that way Friday we're prepared with your name and everything to announce the winner. So if you can guess that movie reference, we'll send you something from the set, because we have too much stuff. And
We have way too much stuff.
last week, Boss
What if
Tech
I
and
win?
You can't win.
You can't win.
Employees
You're part
can't
of the
win.
show. And
And
you
you
Why not?
probably don't even know what it is anyway.
Yeah, he doesn't. We didn't tell him. We sprung that one.
Yeah, it was a
spur of the moment.
surprise.
Yes, spur of the moment.
I got a lot of energy today.
But we've got a ton of crap. And last week we were talking, man. We need to trim it down. But
I
he
can
doesn't
take care of
like
that.
to Get rid of anything.
I know. No, you cannot.
No.
So the first
James wants
person
to blow things
that,
up.
and this is, yeah, I know. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So the first person that on Facebook
Yeah.
that comments in and tells me what reference that movie was
Yep.
from, I will give them a free ticket to FusionCon in Newport Richey. And if you're not from the area, I will send you one of our Funko Pops. I'll send you Josh.
I'm cuddly.
He is cuddly.
Yeah.
I gotta say, he's
I can
cuddly.
cook. I can cook food.
He can't
Macaroni and cheese doesn't count.
I was gonna say ramen noodles, but
Yeah, well,
mac and cheese.
Well, those
is a
do
little
count.
bit- Hey, pay
Those
grades
can't
here.
count.
Mac and cheese is somewhere up here.
because
so,
that's boiling water.
yeah. So we got a few things to talk about this episode.
Yeah,
It's
we
Loot
do.
Crate.
Loot Crate came today.
Loot Crate.
Now this is the Loot Crate that is just the $15
Yeah.
a month one.
20.
Oh, 20.
Yeah.
And then by the end of the week, hopefully,
DX.
we will have the DX and the Halo.
What's the Halo one? I didn't even know.
Dude, it's a limited
Is it just
edition.
all Halo stuff? Or?
It's all Halo stuff.
So it's not like the villains. Like this week's theme was what? Anti-hero.
Yep. And here's the thing. I'm only a little bit upset about this because I'll tell you what.
The box doesn't make any sense to me.
Oh, it does. I got on immediately with Loot Crate, and I'm going to bring out this piece before I open
is
up
actually
anything else.
This is actually a good thing for Loot Crate, because they responded like
Dude.
immediately with his complaint, and they're going to help him out and replace what.
Yeah, they've
what's
already.
going on,
They're
yeah.
already. They said it takes about a week to get all
Yeah.
done, but it's the Hellboy right hand of Doom, right? But it was all, unfortunately,
And for Hellboy fans, this
Oh,
thing's
it's
awesome.
it's a kind of a
dude.
big
It's like
deal.
one of the coolest things that Loot Crate has ever put out.
Unfortunately, it has a boo-boo.
Yeah.
It all busted up. So I actually sent them a picture of it, the whole 9 yards, and they're like, no problem. Well, I guess from the front it looks okay,
Right. Yeah.
but
not
I
bad.
want to have the whole one
I would
because
still know.
I would too, and that's my problem.
What you can't tell is that this smooth part right here is
Yeah.
because it's actually a bank.
Yeah, it's a bank.
It's a ceramic.
And I want to put my
sculpture.
cussing quarters in there. Damn it!
Yeah. Oh, that would be great for the set. Yeah,
It
great,
would be.
great idea.
So anyway,
The cussing quarters.
So but I got on with them immediately, dude. They jumped all over it. Thanks, Kat. Kat was
Yeah.
was the person that helped me.
Put it in front of the Nerd Talk sign.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I gotta get
that's
the-
a
I gotta
great
get the-
job by Loot Crate by hooking us up immediately. Like
Yeah, Loot Crate's
you
like,
opened
nope, we'll
that Loot
fix it.
Crate
We'll take it. We'll take care of it.
within a half an hour.
Here,
They
I'm
had a
gonna put it
resolution
up there like it is, like it's supposed to be out of the.
out of the
Okay.
box.
I'm afraid to get cuts because ceramic is actually
Yeah.
sharp
It
in
is
a way.
pretty sharp. That's
but-
one of the coolest things.
And I thought
still.
that, yeah, and I was looking forward to that.
does look
piece.
cool.
It is very, very cool, right?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, so you can at least see the front of it. That's what it's supposed to look like. Really, really
My-
cool. Now,
I got mine yesterday,
one of
sitting on top of my fridge.
the other things I really like is because you know me, I'm getting into the crazy looking socks lately.
Yeah.
So,
I'm probably the only one out of the entire crew that hasn't got into the socks.
well, and James will wear 2 different crazy socks.
Yeah.
He never wears the same. Drives me insane.
I have dark.
I'm wearing
Vader
2
ones.
black ones today.
I have like squared out Joker looking ones,
Yep.
but
So this is the Kill Bill
crazy socks.
crazy socks. And I'll probably wear these on Friday. Now,
They actually look like her boots or
Yeah.
her shoes from the jumpsuit.
kind of cool, you know.
The jumpsuit, by the way,
I like
was
it.
inspired by Bruce Lee. That's
Yes.
where Quentin Tarantino got the inspiration for that.
Well, that was a lot of inspiration.
What was her name? The Bride, I believe.
Yeah.
But actually, when I opened my Loot Crate, my girlfriend's cousin was over, and she saw those. They actually don't smell bad. And So
smell like
she
feet. No, I'm
claimed
just
them
kidding.
immediately. 'cause
Wait
she's
till
a
John
big
wears
Kill
them at
Bill
least
fan.
once.
Oof, God, you don't want them after I put them on my feet. Wasn't remember Walking Dead? Claim,
Yeah,
claim.
that's what she did. She was just like, "Oh my God, these are so great! I've never
So-
seen it before." I was like, "Merry Christmas."
And then we have the Loot Crate pin.
Sylvanas
hey James, can
Windrunner
you with the robotic? Can you get the Loot Crate
on our set.
on the set?
Yeah, it's
Because
that
that's
way.
very, very cool. But anyway, Loot Crate, I really liked it. Now, do you know who that is? Who
Yeah,
is
it's
that?
it's the current war chief of the Horde, Sylvanas Windrunner. She's the leader of the undead, and she was a former I
See,
believe,
there's-
blood elf.
There's our Loot Crate.
That's our loot crate wall. Yeah,
We're gonna have to add more. We're gonna have to add more.
lots more because we get these like
We're gonna have to get another belt.
you get them 3 times a month.
Three
now?
times
Yeah,
now.
3 times a month.
And then, Josh, stand up. Cool shirt. Cool
Very
shirt.
cool shirt. Sterling
I love
Archer
the
for
shirt.
president.
So,
And here's how it looks on people. Well, if you consider me a person.
hi, I'm
Orcs
so,
don't count.
I'm so sexy. I'm Archer. Dumbass.
That's who I'm voting for.
I'm voting for. Yeah, I'd vote for him. I think he's pretty damn cool, dude.
He's a
So-
pretty funny show. So I'm really digging how they all these like neat shows that are on like Cartoon Network and
Yeah.
FX and stuff. Loot Crate is implementing a lot of like memorabilia from the shows, like the Futurama stuff. You know,
Now,
it's awesome.
Here's actually I like that. I like the comic, but it's just the comic book one.
Yeah.
I like her. Gonna take her out.
Yeah,
And while I
it's-
start building this.
It's actually Harley Quinn. It's not the Suicide Squad movie Harley Quinn for once. A lot of like the popularity of the movie and
Yep.
Harley Quinn in general. Everything tends to be Margot Robbie. This is actually how she was how she looks in the comics or in the Batman the Animated Series where she debuted. But it's basically Harley with her jackal. Or no, what are those things? Hyena.
Hyenas.
It's one of her.
They
Usually
laugh.
she has 2. She only has 1 on this one. Her giant
Anyway,
mallet. So
something like
James
that.
can zoom in on that. And she's wearing her Jester costume, which is her original costume. And as soon as I opened this up and showed my girlfriend, I thought I was going to surprise her, but she knew that it was going to be anti-hero and Harley Quinn had something to do with it.
Yep.
So she eventually figured out what the hell it was going to be and stole my thunder. A friend of
Aw.
hers actually got it, but we got this and it's now on our Harley Quinn shelf, and it looks pretty rad. And this is probably, out of all the stuff that we've got from them, this is probably my favorite statue, I'd say.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I like it. It's really cool. James probably wants to blow it up because it is SD. If you don't know what
Not
SD
really.
means, it means super deformed.
It's not
I
terrible.
don't think it's that bad.
No, it's not like a Funko, like which is his main victims. But you know, it's still pretty rad, and it's a Q-Fig. And the other figures we've got was Hulk and Deadpool.
Deadpool's awesome.
And but I did notice on this Harley Quinn, she's not made as solid as Hulk or Deadpool are.
Really?
She's a lot lighter in plastic. There's some moving parts where Deadpool didn't. She has a comic bubble add-on, which is High Put and Miss Me. And the problem that I have with mine, which people, if you guys haven't got your Loot Crate, need to be careful, is that it's supposed to plug into this hole. And John, you can see that it does not want to really go into the hole easy.
No, it doesn't.
So you
does
got to
it?
kind of be careful. And if I were you, I would like maybe glue it and like just leave it there for a little bit. Yours went in a little bit easier than mine, but that's the finished product. So I'm really stoked about that. I was pretty impressed with it. I'm used to Loot Crate disappointing me. I'm like the only guy on the set that can kind of like sit back and say, I'm not really happy about this, and I don't mind saying it. But this Loot Crate is probably one of the better ones through and through. Everything in it is pretty rad. The only thing I didn't care for was the socks. John likes the goofy socks. I'm not a fan of them. So my girlfriend's cousin got a free gift out of it. So Loot Crate, thanks for helping impressing my girlfriend's family from Oregon that I've never met. But anyways, what's going on with the box, man?
I'm going to show you.
Is this making what I think it's making?
Yes, it is.
That's pretty rad. Now the box makes sense. If you guys were listening when we started the show, I looked at John and I said, man, the box doesn't make any sense to me. And I'm seeing it form right now, and it's sort of making a lot of sense. And
A little bit.
yeah, it turns out as he's building it, it's sort of starting to become something a little familiar to the most popular character in Suicide Squad, and a lot of which is this is probably why this anti-hero thing came about, is so they can join the.
Hey, Puddin'!
There you go. I was trying to like blabber my mouth until you got the damn thing done.
Hey, Puddin'!
But it's a mallet. More Harley Quinn stuff. So if you're a fan of Harley Quinn, this is pretty cool. But I don't think I'll be putting my box together like that. But that is
Why
neat.
not?
Because he'll get beat with it.
I'll get beat with it. Yeah.
Like, burr, burr,
My girlfriend will be like, "Oh my God, this is awesome," and she'll beat the crap out of
Yeah,
me.
well,
with it.
I'll get. What'll happen is I'll get a phone call one morning. And it'll be like, "Hey,
can't
John,
come in."
can't come in because I got beat with a mallet."
Yeah. Yeah.
Not, that,
we
you,
have, we
not
have a,
that you would complain, but
Yeah, no, I wouldn't complain. I'd probably smile and take every bit of it. But
Yes, yes, you would.
we actually have a thing where I say grenades and she says mallets.
that's
It's
awesome.
like a secret "I love you" code thing that we have. Yeah.
Aw.
So sweet.
when I go home and I show her the mallet, I don't know if she knows about it. She's gonna be pretty stoked.
Oh, I
Are you
didn't
guys
put
making
together
fun
right.
of me?
Yeah, a
Just
little
now?
bit.
All right, whatever. I don't care.
That's what we do.
It's all good.
It's
Has
easy.
anybody been commenting on social media?
Not yet.
Not yet.
So I guess really no one.
I was waiting for Dan to comment at least
Yeah,
about
I
this.
figured Dan would at least.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Dan the man. By the way, what's going on with our table?
Oh, well, Dan's working on it.
Has Dan updated at all? I'm excited, man. I can't wait.
No, I say, hey Dan.
Where's our table, man? Hurry
Dan.
up and get
We're
it
mid-show.
done, buddy.
Where
Yeah, we kinda want it.
you at?
Yeah.
Where
So on
you
on today's episode, we've got we just did the Loot Crate review, and John is a huge fan of Fear of the Walking Dead. He's got an update to kind of fill us in on what's been going on. But right off the bat,
Wait a minute, I'm wrong.
Huh? Oh,
Lori
you-
K. Trescott. Hey,
There she is.
y'all. Well, hey, Lori.
How you doing,
Lori?
Lori? Yeah, she threw that y'all in there pretty
She
strong.
did,
She's a
man.
country chick, though.
I like
That's actually
that, y'all.
Savannah's mom.
Is it really? Well, hello, Lori. How you doing, darling?
Yeah. Yeah, she's actually from up north, but she's more country,
Really?
like the way she is. She's a country chick. Yeah,
Is she country or is she Western?
she's country.
Country?
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, she's
I'm
country.
good with that. And then, of course, and of course, we got the anti-hero book.
Yeah.
And in the back,
Suicide
Suicide
Squad
Squad.
comics. Go figure.
how about that?
Yeah, if
Trying to get,
it's
I'm
a
trying
great
to get,
time to be a
trying
fan
to
of
get
comics.
No bloom, you know, no bloom. There we go.
And it's Rebirth too. It's
There we go.
the Rebirth is what
Yeah.
DC is doing with all of their titles.
Yep.
They all are called like Batman Rebirth, you know, Superman Rebirth, Justice League, and this is the Suicide Squad. And what's funny is that there's another title that is called Harley Quinn and the Suicide Squad, and I'm surprised this isn't that. Still, she's the center character of it.
Lori said she's a little crazy. Hey, Lori, so
Little
do
bit.
you know where the reference is from that we did in the beginning of the show? Because
If she gets that, I would be impressed.
I'm like totally ready to give somebody.
Because I didn't even know what it was. I
I'm
was
ready
like,
to give
John, what are we
somebody
doing?
a pass
Yeah.
to the Fusion Con happening September 17th.
Which would be good for her granddaughter, Alina.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, but anyway, so yeah, oh yeah, okay, well, here's the thing. I hate when I see stuff like that.
Microphones and stuff.
I wasn't crazy about last
No,
night.
that's what I was going to say. Like the first thing you said about it was.
let me tell you, my wife and I, you know, man, we're the edge of our seat type of people. We really watch it. We really like it. But last
Your
night,
Sunday night depends on that show.
it does. Bored.
Boring?
Bored.
Okay, hold on, James. James, give me why. There we go. Out of all the shows that we've done,
Yes.
you've never said anything really hard negative about Walking Dead or
Hold on a
Fear of the
second.
Walking
So
Dead?
Lori said she missed it. So here we go. Ready, Lori? One more time.
All right,
one more
all right,
time.
one more
Ready?
time.
Ready? 5, 4, 3.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Nerd Talk.
But you're not supposed to count. You're not supposed to count. Your head was moving.
Well, I thought that was what I was supposed to do.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to do
Oh,
it.
that's cool.
Anyway,
I looked at the wrong camera anyway.
that's all right.
Yeah, I pulled a Barry Horvath and
yeah,
looked at the wrong camera. Sorry, Barry.
Call him out. But yeah, it's boring. Now look, I know we need.
Now you've finally caught up to the rest of the
I
planet.
know. I know we need backstory on everybody.
Not so much, though.
And it was like, oh my God, the whole freaking show. Now, I have to say, out of all the characters, I like Nick the most.
Well, I'm sure that's why they
Well,
did what they did. And based
How
the
about we
whole
go
episode
more
around
into
it.
this when we get back from break?
Okay, let's go to break. We'll come back and we'll talk some
Oh,
more
yeah,
about
we have breaks
Fear the
again,
Walking
yeah.
Dead.
This,
I forgot.
This break is actually going to be
Yeah.
a Fusion Con video
From last
for
year.
from last
Shot
year.
by me.
Actually, was it
Shot
last year or is it still this year? Just last Fusion Con.
Yep. So thanks for watching. We'll be right back. What's up, guys? I'm Ortec the Batman, and I'm out here at FusionCon. FusionCon is being held at the Verizon Event Center right off Little Road on the corner of Trouble Creek and Little Road, as a matter of fact. It's a great event, and actually Super Mario is standing right here. Hey, Super Mario, how you doing? Hey, I'm Ortec the Batman.
All right, what's going on?
This is Super Mario.
What's going on, guys?
See all the cool stuff that's going on here at FusionCon? I also got to interview and meet the guys from Tromaville. I got to meet and interview quite a few other people, like the guys from 501st were here, the Ghostbusters are here.
Yeah, Ghostbusters in the back. I saw them. They're cool. Love Ghostbusters. Big fan of
Ghostbusters are awesome.
Yep.
And then their costumes are really cool, huh?
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name? Hector.
Hector.
Yeah.
Good to meet you, Hector.
Nice to meet you.
This is how you just do a walk-up interview.
Oh, yeah.
Walk-up interview. I'm also the king of awkward. Thanks for coming on real quick. So this is definitely the intro I'm going to use, even though I shot like 50 of them because I keep screwing them up. But also our good friends, the Gamers Guild, are here, and Yancey Street Comics and Fierce Comics. So I hope you guys dig the video that I put together.
I hope you're having a great time at FusionCon 2016. Who are you gonna call?
Walking like a big monkey bud, and I'm busting out my brains for the nerds.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, we're here at FusionCon. Love it. It's great for Port Richey to actually finally have a Comic-Con, and we're excited about it. I'm with J&W, Man Cave. We're here. We're set up. Come on out, man. It's going to be great. You know? This is Warren with Man Cave J&W Video Games. We're out at FusionCon. We're having a great time.
Hi, my name is Rob Ryan. I work with Fierce Comics. I'm the creator and writer and artist, well not writer, but of The Maniacal Smile. Our company does a lot of local stuff from Florida. We're based out of St. Petersburg, and you should definitely check it out. We're here at FusionCon trying to plug all of our stuff and get as rich as humanly possible.
What's up, guys? I'm Ortec the Batman, and I'm standing here with Mark, the event planner and the guy responsible for bringing FusionCon to Newport Richey, which is pretty awesome.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you coming out and covering the event and giving us all this exposure to your audience. I really appreciate that.
Well, from us at Max Play Live, we appreciate you letting me come here and shoot video. It's not every day that a guy just walks up and says, hey, can I shoot a bunch of video? How many booths are actually here?
We have 54 vendors here today.
54 vendors.
Yeah, this is just something we wanted to do for the local community, and it turned out amazing. And I can't thank everybody enough who came out to the event, for the people who supported us on social media, and the people who got the word out there. It's been amazing. I couldn't ask for anything else, and I really appreciate everybody's support.
That's good.
What? I was
was
doing
good.
the count-in thing.
I
Jen
know.
was just counting me in.
4,
Yeah.
3.
That was good. That was fun. FusionCon was rad, to be honest. And you
looking
guys saw
forward-
that Mock was the guy that he's good for more than just talking about wrestling.
Mach 5.
Mach 5.
Mach 5.
Yeah, I gave him that nickname. This guy
You
right
did.
here.
You
Yes.
did give it to him. I can't wait. I'm really looking forward. We're actually going to do, not only are we going to stream live, We're going to stream live with interviews all day, and then we're going to give you a bird's eye view of it. We're going to bring the robotic. We're also going to do.
We could probably get away with flying a drone in there because it's
Mach.
But I mean, the ceilings in the rec center are huge, man. They're like 30, 40 feet.
Yeah, but you can't fly over people.
Yeah,
Well, we can
get in trouble for
we
that.
can keep it in the corner, and tape it off, right? I don't see why not. I mean,
I guess.
we're a production company. It's
Yeah.
the rec center is cool with it.
Yeah, as long as they're cool with
That's who would complain is them,
it. Yeah.
Devil's
yeah.
advocate. Look at me working.
You
my
know,
magic.
we're actually going to do a live show in symposium style from the main stage.
Like a panel?
Yep.
Wow, I've never done one of those.
I know. It's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I think it'd be fun.
Mark's all excited about it.
really.
As long as Mark's excited about it, I'm
As long
excited
as
about
that
it.
guy's happy. He's the
Yeah.
one putting it all on. So
All right, so let's talk about Fear the Walking Dead.
Fear the Walking Dead.
Now, all right, I'm gonna sit back and relax for this. Okay,
I'm
now
gonna sit here
here's
and
the deal.
smile.
Yeah,
It's about time.
it's not that I.
Welcome
I,
to the dark side.
It's not about. I didn't dislike it. It was just boring, and I like Nick.
Did you mow the lawn Sunday?
No,
Because I was going to
This
say
is Nick.
Yeah.
and that's the way it
Nick,
looked almost the
audience.
whole show until the very end.
That's the original character too, right? Wasn't he the guy that was what was he like on a heroin trip out in the church in the beginning
Yeah.
in the first episode?
Yep.
So he's been like
Well, I don't know if it was heroin because it was black. Yeah,
he was doing something.
he was doing
Black tar
something.
heroin.
yeah, some,
Black tar, yeah.
Yeah, some kind of drugs
So
or
anyway,
something.
so now and because we watched The Talking Dead afterwards, I kind of agree with the new Loriana, one of the new characters I think he's chasing another fix.
So he's trying to get back into
I know that sounds it's one of those things where he can't get his drugs anymore, so he's getting his high from actually being around the zombies.
Okay.
So it's like a natural.
It's like an
adrenaline?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that happening to Glenn. Or
Because
Glenn doing something like that, actually.
at one point in time he was in the herd and he's covered in blood and he's looking around. Now I also think because he tried to eat a cactus and get nutrients out of it, which was a very bad thing, he threw that all up. He also was drinking his own pee because he was dehydrated.
Lyoto Machida did that, and he won the UFC light
There you
heavyweight
go.
title.
So,
it's not that
but
bad.
he I think he was hallucinating. He was at the verge of dehydration,
Yeah.
to the point where he was looking at the zombies, and they're like, "We'll take you up." I mean, but it was more like a, "We'll take you up," but they weren't really talking. But that's
Yeah.
what he was hearing them say.
yeah.
So, there was some really good parts, but I was watching, we were watching Talking Dead, and Meredith was like, the lady that plays her.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, I was on my edge of my seat the whole time." No, you weren't. You're eating popcorn and drinking a beer or whatever. You're going, it's got to get better. It's just got to get better, and it didn't get better until the end.
Really? It didn't?
Yeah, to the very end, it got good in the last.
'Cause it
in the
went off
last
the air? Is that
five-
what you're
yeah,
getting at?
almost. Last 5 minutes, he actually ran into real people. There were these guys running around a Jeep, and they were killing herds.
Oh, okay.
And they almost killed him. They chased him once. He got away. And then a dog bit him. He got a dog bite, and it was horrible. And then, he got back in the herd and then ran into these guys again, and they were killing him. And the guy couldn't change his ammo fast enough, so zombie got him. The other guy ran out of bullets in his AK-47, and the zombies got him. And the other guy in the Jeep said, "See ya!" Turned around and zoomed. And
I mean,
all this time,
Are these guys like just sitting in place? Like, how the hell does like something that just shambles towards you get you?
they call him the sunglass victim because he took his sunglasses and went. He did that
Yeah.
slow little, and it was like, no.
During the let's say goodbye to this week's victims or whatever.
Yeah, and he made the sunglasses, but it was.
You got to hand it to them. They stay consistent with their gimmicks.
And so he picked up. He got saved in the end because it rained, so that saved him from dehydration. And then he was picked up by these 3 people that had been watching him for a while. They had been watching him going, is he a good guy? Is he going to be all right? You know, he's handling
But to
himself.
them, he probably just looks like some like we look at that random bum that lives under the bridge and
Yeah,
talks to
they're
himself.
like, how's this
with birds
guy
living in his
making
hair."
it? So
Yeah.
eventually they ran into him and they took him in. They took him into the fold. And we'll come to find out they had the little community going. And their little community was actually pretty good.
Right.
You know, so they gave him some antibiotics for his leg and made him a little bit better. See, I'm talking about it and I'm bored.
Yeah, well, I mean, you
you
actually sparked a really interesting thought in my head, which is you said another community. So we've ran into quite a few communities.
This will be 3.
3 communities, okay. So 3 communities for this show, and I don't know, countless for the other show, the actual Walking Dead show.
And you know, it was kind of funny. The one of the ladies in the last community that this group was in said this very blatantly. She goes, "You destroy everything. Everywhere you go, you destroy it."
Right.
And it's kind of truth.
Right.
Look at Rick's. Let's go back to Walking Dead. So you got
Right.
Rick and everywhere they go,
Yeah.
it all falls to crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everywhere.
That group.
That
particularly.
group. Exactly.
But
So
I mean, in the event of a zombie apocalypse, I have a really hard time because we live in the United States, and I'd say over 90% of this country is well educated, or at least educated. I really don't see. I don't see how a zombie. If the zombie apocalypse happened, I don't see all these. I mean, at first it probably would be chaotic, and you'd have looters and things like that. But
Yep.
eventually, the government, as well as us, right-minded people, would eventually pull together and figure out a way to to fight off the zombie apocalypse and pull some sort of government back in order. Because I mean, the way we were raised, we don't want to live in anarchy. We grew up in structure. So I think that would be one of the first things after food and survival instincts start to level out with us.
Yeah,
That's why this show
I
just
agree.
makes absolutely no sense to me. We're on what 4 or 5 seasons on Walking Dead and Fear the Dead
6.
together.
We're in the 6th season.
So I get why, and what they did with Fear and Walking is already so far along that at that point in that show, come on, man. I mean, someone would have pulled something together to establish some sort of.
You would think so.
Yeah, I mean, and you run into all these different communities. And I don't see. I mean, while characters like Negan and characters like the governor are really cool and they're really great for storytelling, I really don't see people saying, "Hey, that guy's nuts. I'm going to follow him around." I don't really see that happening. So a lot of the show is just worn off on me because it's just not making any more sense.
Right.
But then again, I loved Suicide Squad. So, and a lot of people were like, why would they pick those guys to
Right.
fight off a potential Superman? But
Right, yeah.
at the same time, I'm supposed to suspend disbelief. That's why we go to the movies, to escape reality.
Exactly.
Well, with Walking Dead, it's just like you said, you finally hit an episode where you're like, dude, I just want to get me to the end so I can figure out what's going on.
Right.
So when I go, because I have more fun talking to you about the show
Right.
or other people than I do watching it anymore.
Well, and that says a lot because normally I'm the guy that goes, "Oh, dude, it was an awesome."
Yeah.
You had to follow it all the way through. And here's what sad thing is.
I'm more excited to hear you talk about it than watch it.
The director last night said, "Oh, and there's more coming." Backstories. And I'm like, oh, Christ, you've got to be kidding
It's
me.
the Batman syndrome, where every damn movie that they make of Batman,
now
they've
I'm
got to
almost-
tell his origin.
Right. So now I'm almost like, okay, well, if I can just watch a little bit of it, I'll take a nap from the other part of it, and then Talking Dead, and then stay up for Kevin Smith's Geeking Out.
Ding! I think that's a good segue into our next segment. James, how close are we to a break?
We could probably take a break.
Okay.
Well, it's almost 7, so yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and take another break.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about one of our favorite funny man directors / comic book geek, Kevin Smith himself, which he has a show on AMC called Comic Book Men, which is really good.
No longer Comic Book Man, it's Geeking Out.
It's Geeking Out? Oh, no, that's a completely different show.
Well, then Comic Book Man came off.
Yeah, Comic Book Men Geeking Out is another show that he does. He does another one where it's all about movies and stuff. It's on Netflix. I forget the name of it, but he basically sits with an audience and they talk about movies. They all went to watch
I've
the
seen
movie.
that. You know what? I'm not gonna. The problem is
His commentary is the only reason to watch it.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
Not really
But watching
fun.
the Geeking Out was actually pretty good. I didn't
Yeah.
get to. I actually recorded it because it's on at midnight, and I have to get up at 5 o'clock in the
I
morning.
got to be up for radio. So
Yeah, so
But
it's-
I mean. He does a lot of really neat stuff, and then I found a really neat podcast. And when we come back, we'll talk about it,
There
and
you go.
I'll
What
share
we
some
gonna
of my
watch,
thoughts
James?
on it.
It's called Voyage of Time. It's a trailer.
Voyage of Time.
Nice. You're gonna put a framing around it so we don't get busted with Facebook,
It doesn't
right?
star
Yes.
a fat Jonah Hill, does it?
I don't know if it does.
Did you notice
Yeah,
that
I haven't
War
actually
Dogs?
watched the trailer.
Yeah, War
so
Dogs.
we will find out.
So let's go to it.
1 second. I almost forgot that
3,
border around
Wait,
it.
wait.
So
3, 2.
not yet. Not yet.
Oh, we're giving it away.
Not yet.
Scooby-Doo ending.
Dastardly.
There it is.
Oh, did you hear?
Anyway, so we're
no,
now,
wait.
we really.
Did you hear about the fugitive that actually dressed up like an old man to avoid law enforcement?
No.
The comments on that
right,
post
well-
were so funny. People were commenting, "Those damn kids."
Those damn
Yeah.
kids. I would
It
have
was
got
so
away from
rad.
it. Remember those kids? Roll that trailer.
The past, the present, the future. Experience the unfolding of time. The universe. Billions of years in the making. Our journey. Our destiny. Voyage of Time. The IMAX experience.
What the hell was that?
I have I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch that?
No, I was
I'm not
actually
sure what
running
I
a show.
watched. I think there was a guy talking and stuff.
The Voyage of
A
Time.
Voyage of Time.
It looked kind of cool, and when
No.
the trailer.
It didn't.
But I
No,
mean,
that was
like
a
I didn't
bomb,
look at the
man.
trailer. I looked
No.
at the picture
Yeah,
of the
no.
trailer.
No.
Was it not
That was
cool?
horrible.
I'm
That's horrible.
I'm
But you know
sad.
what isn't horrible?
Kevin
Kevin
Smith.
Smith movies.
So,
So we're all big fan of Kevin Smith and
Yep.
his films. What was the first one you saw? Mine was, I think, with Mallrats. Maybe?
Mallrats.
Yeah, Mallrats got me into it. And then Chasing Amy and Dogma and Jay and Silent Bob. And then he did a bunch.
Clerks.
Clerks, yeah, Clerks 1 and 2
Yep.
was really good. I remember being super excited for Clerks 2 when that came out because it was like, because all those movies had been out for years and cult status and things like that. And then all of a sudden there was a new one. You're like, oh my god, I can't wait.
I had a guy that worked for me, a white guy, that went to a Halloween party.
That's important, right?
Well, it is now because he had Porch Monkey written on his shirt.
Oh. Harsh, man.
It was in the movie.
Yeah, it was. So was all used on the internet,
You know what we should do? We should go to Fusion Con.
Yeah.
It's Jay and Silent Bob.
That would be
you
funny.
be Silent Bob and I'll be Jen. I'll get
Yeah.
a wig.
That trailer
Except
was
I can't
not
keep
what
my
I
mouth
thought it
shut
was.
that long. I can't keep my mouth shut that long. It's not
Yeah.
gonna happen. Actually, today, people often tell me, and since we've been doing Nerd Talk and stuff like that, and I've been putting myself on camera with you guys, people have been saying that, like, oh, you kind of remind me of Kevin Smith. Like, I'm flattered, but at the same time, I'd rather be me.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith is rad and he's awesome, but I'm not Kevin Smith, and there's no
I'm
comparison. in my
definitely not
opinion.
Jay.
Yeah, the only thing that is resembles, we both love comics, we're both short and fat, and we both have beards. It's really, that's where it pretty much stops. That guy's like multi-talented, he can direct movies, he can do podcasts, which is what I wanted to talk about. He has a podcast called Fat Man on the Batman.
Fat Man on the
Yes.
Batman.
His whole thing is like obviously there's another comparison, we're huge Batman fans. But all he does is he sits with different celebrities and different people that,
Yeah.
like, how would you like to be able to sit down with George Lucas and talk about Darth Vader?
Yeah.
And that's the concept, though. And
Yeah.
for me, a fan, that's awesome. Like, he can sit down with Paul Dini. He can sit down
Yep.
with Bruce Timm.
Well,
he can
he's
sit
got
down.
that. He's got those credentials to do that too.
Yeah,
so.
which makes that's probably along with Geek and Sundry why they're so successful is because they're geeks that are in film and media and things
Right.
like that. So if you're gonna watch a show, you that's the allure is you get to see
Yep.
Vin Diesel play Dungeons and Dragons with a bunch of geeks sitting at a table and stuff. So it's really cool. But Fat Man on Batman is one of the many things that he does. Like
Well, yeah,
in his
you know,
podcast.
I like.
He's one of the first podcasters too, by the way.
Yeah, and I liked Comic Book
embrace
Man.
it.
I don't know why Comic Book Man's no longer on, but we need to say,
Maybe
yo,
they're
dude.
just,
But I mean, how much? I think what
Comic
happens
Book
is
Man was great.
it was,
Matter of
but I
fact.
think there's only so much you can do with that. Geeking out, I think, has got a little more of a. I gotta go turn this way because geeking. Okay, can't do this with the cameras anymore.
It's too confusing.
This is messing me up, boy. Dang.
I know. I go to look at the robotic and realize that I'm supposed to be over there.
Yeah, and I'm
So,
over here.
Yeah.
So.
So I understand why Barry gets so confused. That's why, because I remember editing his
I
show.
was just trying to be weird.
Yeah.
But
It was a good idea.
The
We just,
geeking out I think it has a more. There's many more avenues you can go.
Yeah,
It
it's
can
not
go a
just
lot-
secluded to comic books.
No, exactly. So that's why we do Nerd Talk, because we're not running just one realm. We don't do
Yeah.
just comics,
We
just
talk
gaming,
about different
but we're
things.
all tech and we just kind of hit the whole realm, which is kind of cool.
What I did like about Comic Book Man though is that like everybody has that one store that they go to, and everyone has that one like Yancey Street in Newport Richie. Like that's where I go. That's where all my friends go. So that's the store I get to go, and then stories are told while you're there and things
Yeah.
like that. And his store is so big. I mean, he gets guys like Jesse Cage coming down to MC his events and stuff like that. He gets a lot of the well-known artists and stuff. I've met probably Aaron Lepresti. I've met Mark Texera. Who's Mark Texera he drew He-Man comics for the mini comics and stuff. So, and he does Ghost Rider and he did Conan, and he's got all these really well-established and well-known artists coming through and hanging out in our little town of Newport Richie, in the mall, and you can go and Free Comic Book Day is a big event for them. And that's like why people want to go, because they want to hear from these people and meet them and things like that. That's why cons are so much fun. And Fat Man on the Batman is that same lure. That's what lured me in. I want to know what the actress that voiced Harley Quinn in the video games, her name escapes me, but I want to know her thoughts on the character and things like that, and where she thinks the character's going, or how does she react to the popularity of that character. You know what I mean? I mean, that's cool stuff that I want to know about. So Kevin Smith, to have a show to do that is really cool. But back to Comic Book Man, like I said, it's really neat to see how they have obviously a friendship that started, which back to Fat Man on the Batman, he actually introduces all these guys, Brian, Ming, and I forget the real smart aleck dude that runs the store. I forget his name, but they all, which if they were to watch the show, they would all bust a joke and make fun of that guy right now.
Right.
So that's a lot of it's fun. Is you get to see a group of friends that have been around each other for years, and they get to have fun. They're doing a show together, much like we do on Nerd Talk.
Right.
And you get to see that you're let into Kevin's little world, and it's his store. You could go there if you're in the New Jersey area. You can actually visit that store and buy stuff from it. So for me, that's one of the coolest parts of the show. Not that I'll ever go to New Jersey, but I'm saying if I was, that would
You
be
never
one
know.
that would be one
Never
of the
say never.
destinations. Yeah, it would be really cool to go up there with a camera and interview them.
That'd
If
be
you
cool.
could, I'm sure we would get shut down, but.
I don't know. You never know. You
never know.
You never know with Kevin Smith. That everything's
Yeah,
different
he's
with him.
mad cool, yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that you got to have some kind of
Rights
credentials,
issues. Well, no, because
decent credentials for him to go. Yeah, come on up.
This is the guy that Kevin Smith is. When he did, I forget what movie he put out, but he put out a movie, and he was looking for ways to do a website, I guess. And this is when he did the Fat Man on Batman. They did it live. They did a live one, just like the panel that you were talking about for FusionCon.
Mm-hmm.
And when he did this live show, and he introduced all the guys from Comic Book Man, and he brought Ming out, and he was like, I was looking to do a website, and and somebody had suggested this guy Ming Cheng that does this website it's a fan site for Kevin Smith movies. You know, and this is back in the 90s when
Right.
the internet wasn't what it is now, you know. So he tracked Ming down, and that's what started their friendship. And now Ming's on his show
Right.
and, you know, participating in podcasts and, you know, obviously gaining a lot of his own fame. He's one of the more popular characters on the show, as well
Right,
as
right.
Brian.
Right.
And, you know, I mean, it'd be pretty rad to be friends with that guy, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, you made a fan site about a guy, and he's such a fan of things like that he went out of his way to find this guy and employ him. And then that's how Kevin's first website started. Ming Chang was the developer for
Right,
him.
right.
So I mean that's a comic book fan right there, through and through. He's not a guy that's just out to make money and things like that. He loves it for the game that it is. And he's best friends with Batman.
He likes to make money.
Well, yeah, I'm sure he
Well,
does.
yeah, because
but-
Batman was in one of his movies, Dogma.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's one of the guys that got. Actually, he was in Mallrats too,
I know.
and he likes uncomfortable positions in Volkswagens.
Yeah.
Which is one of my favorite. Because my first impression of Ben Affleck was he was a giant douchebag. You
Yeah.
know, and like I always thought of him.
Your
like
first
that.
impression?
Yeah.
Don't you mean
I was like,
only
wow, that guy's
lasting
a douche. He's really
ever?
good at being a douche, huh?
First, only, lasting, and ever?
No. I forgot James has a really not even a love hate. It's just a hate relationship with
I
Ben
just don't
Affleck.
like him.
I think he was one of the better Batmen, to be honest. So I don't know.
Meh.
I don't
I
know where
think
the hate's
he's going to
coming
be,
from.
he's being a good older Batman.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's what we needed.
Yeah.
I'm tired of seeing, and even in this movie,
Man, I don't know.
Batman v
Right
Superman,
now, on I think it's on Cinemax. They're running the nipple Batman and
Bat Nips.
Bat Nips.
Val Kilmer.
every
you mean?
every time I see it, I'm like, oh, there he is
Yeah.
again.
I can't
There
believe
he is.
George Clooney played Batman. Like, come on.
Clooney. Yeah, that's the other
Ridiculous.
one.
Like, who thought of Joel Schumacher? Thanks for ruining my. Anyway, but yeah, another cool thing is that he tells a lot of neat stories that you don't hear. Like if you're going to read an interview about J.J. Abrams, you're going to get J.J. Abrams and his opinions and his
Right.
blah blah blah.
Yep.
But Kevin Smith, when they were making Force Awakens, he was invited by J.J. Abrams, who they're friends, you know.
Right.
So he was invited to the set, the Millennium Falcon set.
Right.
What does Kevin Smith do? Goes and does a podcast about it. And that's like one of the coolest things that you get to hear from a movie insider. And being a fan like you and I are of filmmaking and film, this guy is like basically spilling the beans about all the inside workings and, you know, cool
Well,
stories
kind of.
about script writing.
I don't know about spilling the beans. You know,
but
I
he's
mean,
giving you enough that you're like,
Yeah.
wow, that stuff really happens.
He
you know what I
keeps it
mean?
interesting. Put
Yeah,
it that way.
for sure. And
Yeah.
for me, I mean, I was a fan of the guy just from his movies. I didn't even know he directed those. You know, being a teenager and watching
Well, you
Mallrats.
know, he was also in that documentary with the Superman.
What was it?
Superman.
The Nick Cage Superman.
Yeah, which never happened, thank God.
Yeah, well,
I
That
could
would've
not.
been very
I-
strange.
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, Nick Cage could never be Superman.
Yeah.
He's
Tim
just not-
Burton.
yeah, he's
yeah.
Tim's. I mean, I like some of Tim Burton stuff, but that's some dark.
I don't even
ass-
think Nick Cage really did a really good Johnny Blaze and Ghost Rider. I mean,
No.
the only parts that I was
much.
like, oh wow, that's cool, is when
Why
Ghost
didn't
Rider
they
was
just keep
actually
with
on
the
screen.
kid that they had in there in the beginning? And anyway. But anyway,
Yeah,
you know,
no, Nick Cage is a cool actor when it comes to like Raising Arizona or something
dude,
like
that was hilarious.
Great movie, yeah.
That, in my opinion, that's one of his best movies ever.
Yeah. But I mean, when he played Ghost Rider, the only thing that I really liked about Ghost Rider is the transformation scene, and it was because he was pulling inspiration from like the old Wolfman movies, where
Right.
you know, and I thought that was really
I'll
neat.
tell
that
you,
he thought of that.
two of the best movies I think Nick Cage is National Treasure 1 and 2.
Yeah, those are pretty.
I
good.
like those.
Yeah.
Because
Surprisingly
you know
fun.
he can play that geeky,
Quirky
actiony,
type guy,
you know, smarty ass type of that character is perfect for him.
Yeah, but he's also good at playing a badass. Now that I think about it, because Con Air and Face Off, like he did all right playing physical roles where he's
Yeah.
a tough guy and things like that.
Yeah.
It's just I didn't think he was a good fit for Ghost Rider. I mean, he tried to be funny, and that character's tortured. Like he's got a demon that takes him over and turns him
Yeah.
into this flaming skull.
And when
of
he first
craziness.
found out, you know, what was going on, and it's just awkward.
Yeah.
I felt like, it's just awkward.
Yeah.
You never, if you sit there and watch a movie and look at it, you know, again, you go, it's just, you feel the awkwardness.
Yes.
Like the guy kind of struggled to get through it
Yeah.
because it was like
Or he was trying too hard.
Yeah.
He was trying
Yeah.
too hard to make
Yeah.
the movie fun. Like for me, when I watch or read Ghost Rider, like I'm reading about a hell-bent spirit of vengeance that's coming to like kick your ass, and not
Yep.
necessarily somebody who's trying to make you laugh.
No.
And that's what Ghost Rider felt like to me, is like a laugh fest. He did do another movie where he plays a dead father that comes back from the grave to kind of help his daughter. And I can't remember the name of it, but it's so rad. And he has this cool car, and the daughter is being chased by these like gangster guys that killed him.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And he just puts people through all types of hell. And that movie was freaking awesome. I wish I could remember the name of it though.
I'm gonna do his IMDb because I also liked him in another movie I liked.
You want to tell them? For those, we're going by the seat of our pants because we had a cast member wasn't able to make it. So, yeah, we're doing what we can. We're making the show happen.
Yeah.
Well, for
We're talking about Nick Cage over here.
we got a
Nick Cage,
break
you know
we can
Nick
go
Cage?
to.
Then we
I'll
come
make
back
up
with
for the last
With our
trailer.
superhero team. Me and James put together superhero teams, and I think Boss Tech did, but I'm pretty sure it involves one.
Well,
superhero.
no, it's got to be a whole one, right?
I think he just went with one guy. And
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I got two. I got two.
Two guys?
I got two guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
All right, well, let's take this break and we'll see.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
You're a man.
Yeah. I mean, does that look like one?
You have been my greatest love. Be careful, Diana. I do not deserve you.
Have you never met a man before? I mean, what about your father?
I had no father. I was brought to life by Zeus.
Well, that's neat. I can't let you do this.
What I do is not up to you.
It's Etta Candy. I'm Steve Trevor's secretary.
What is a secretary?
I go where he tells me to go and I do what he tells me to do.
Oh, well, where I'm from, that's called slavery.
I really like her.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Ladies, after you.
I do. I like her.
Welcome back. Yeah, John, every time we see a Wonder Woman thing, he's like, man, she's not big enough, man. What do you want her to do? Eat shepherd's pie?
Yeah.
Holy
yeah.
crap. I think that movie looks amazing.
Oh no,
It's
dude,
awesome.
I'm gonna go see it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it, to be honest. And
I'm gonna take my
that's-
wife to see Suicide Squad.
Oh, really? She hasn't seen it?
Not yet.
I thought she went. No, she didn't. That's right. She had some
No.
other event she had to
Yeah,
go to.
she had some- yeah, she had an
Suicide
event.
Squad's a lot of fun, but
Yeah.
that movie, and I like the music. Did you?
I do like that. Yeah.
I didn't notice it, but last night, because I watched, I finally got the Blu-ray of Batman v Superman, and all the Wonder Woman parts, they kept playing that, and I was like, that's pretty cool. I didn't notice that the first time I seen it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you know it's Wonder Woman and stuff. I wonder if Aquaman is gonna have like a little bit of music for it. Or it'll be just bubbles. Bubbles. Anyways, welcome back to Nerd Talk.
I ripped my pants.
Hey, we're going to fight in the desert. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, it is what it is.
That's the joke that always goes on.
Yep,
with Aquaman.
exactly.
Even though this Aquaman is pretty crazy looking.
I like this Aquaman.
Yeah.
I like him.
I think they were like, I think we need to legitimize Aquaman. People make fun of him a little too much. So who's the most scariest looking human being on the planet?
Yeah.
Khal Drogo. Let's get that guy.
Carl, yep, exactly.
Because where did they get the idea to use that guy? I mean, Aquaman in the comics did have like long blonde hair and a beard at some point, and he also had a severed hand where he had some water effect thing that would form different stuff like a trident or
Form of trident.
There's another good joke I hadn't thought of. Yeah, off camera. Form of.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I don't know where they got the idea to do that, but the same like Ezra Miller's, like he resembles the Flash in a bit, But I mean, Aquaman is so far left field from what the character normally is.
I know.
So
yeah,
it's pretty
starting
awesome.
with Boss Tech.
Yep.
What is your superhero team?
2 people, right?
2 from video games, 2 from movies,
and 2
from the comics.
Comic books.
Oh. Well, that sucks. Okay, no, I got this. Superman and Hulk.
Oh, we prepared.
Actually, Superman and Hulk, Superman and Hulk, and Superman and the Hulk. Because they're from comic books, they're from movies, and they're from video games.
Yeah, well.
Yep. Boss Tech went there.
If that were the case, then I would have said Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton Batmans from movies. Jim Lee's.
That's what you want.
Jim Lee and
I don't know. You had some chick earlier today.
Yeah, I forgot her name.
Big chick.
Oh, Power Girl. I was gonna do it. There she is.
That's not Power Girl.
That's Cortana. Cortana. That was one of my video games pick, but it was actually.
Oh, you were
Master
talking about
Chief.
Power Girl?
Yeah, I was gonna use Power Girl, but I decided not to.
Well, you said movies.
Yeah.
Games. And comic books. Superman Hulk.
All right, look, I'll explain it. When James pitched this idea for me, you know what he said?
What?
He said, Josh, specifically Batman, you can only pick Batman from the comic books, and that's it, because he originated in comics.
That was you. Yeah, that's what he said to me.
Yeah.
I'm getting thrown into this. I'm like,
because I totally would have had Batman in every slot. I would have had Arkham Knight Batman. I would have had Arkham Asylum Batman.
But they were. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're right. But
he's right.
I would have had a team of Batman, and then nobody could defeat me.
Superman.
I don't know,
and
man.
Hulk.
I think my team's pretty good.
Enough time, and there's 6 Batmans.
You
One
ain't
of them
got time.
would've figured
Time
something
ain't
out.
on your side. Both of these guys are gonna live forever.
Yeah. Anyways,
Superman is like dust in the wind.
Yeah.
Look at Ben Affleck. He's the old Batman now.
He kicked the crap out of Superman. I mean, I get Superman was holding back a little bit.
Yeah, Superman just like, I don't want to kill you right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Hey, nothing will get you to, like that whole Martha thing. Like I watched it and I was like, it kind of makes sense. And then I had to check my own head. I was like, I'm kind of depressed right now. That's why it's making sense. But no, it doesn't make any sense at all.
No, it doesn't.
Other than his mom. I mean, the psychology of it, I guess, was the whole reason why he's Batman is because his mom. But come on.
I know.
I still try to like make sense of it, and I don't make sense of it.
I know.
So my superhero team.
Who is your superhero
I try
team?
to like go off of other characters that I like, not make everything about Batman. But I did work Batman in. So for my comic book team, I got Thomas Wayne Batman. Because he does that and stabs reverse flashes, and he uses guns. He uses guns. He's a strategist, a master strategist. So he would be my strategy guy, my leader guy. You know what I mean? And he could lead a group. That's the whole Flashpoint story behind him. Right. Anyway, and then every group has a monster or like a big muscly type monster guy. You got the Hulk, right?
Right.
Well, I chose Swamp Thing. Because Swamp Thing could be that muscle that my team needs, but he also has a lot of crazy other powers. He can heal people.
James doesn't have any pictures for me.
Well, because yours is Superman and Hulk, and everybody knows.
Yours is more off the cuff. I don't have my pictures either.
Oh, okay.
Am I the only guy that actually sat down and spent actual time prepping?
Yeah, I had to worry about making sure everybody got paid.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I prepared. Damn it. Anyway.
Actually, he's got pictures of Nick for me.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I did.
Yeah, yeah.
I showed those.
Well, anyway, shout out to Dylan because he had to help me with the video game side of things.
Ah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, because I knew I wanted Master Chief, but I wanted a strong female, Black Widow, Wonder Woman type character.
right.
So I grabbed Cortana.
Pretty
And,
hot,
With
I have to
Cortana,
say.
though, I wanted just Cortana, and James is like, well, you might as well just pick Master Chief as your guy.
May as well.
Because Cortana
Master
comes
Chief.
with Master Chief.
Oh, really?
So I kind of got my Iron Man type guy and my strong female character all in one.
Well, that's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah. Plus, she can like
You
give the
tell you
readout.
seen, you seen Master Chief's a chick?
No, what? I was gonna pick Samus Aran from
Yes,
Metroid.
you were.
but-
I
and then
think
I was
that's what we
I was
were-
trying to get James
that's-
to let
yes.
me use Cortana as
Right.
her augment, but no, I didn't get my way.
You got to at least keep it canon.
Right, and every team has a weapons builder, and this guy, what was his name, Octava or something like that?
I don't know. I don't know what
Dylan
he's
helped
from.
me out with this, so
Well,
shout
my
out to
team,
Dylan.
I have a
He's
weapons
from Metal Gear
builder.
Solid. Yeah?
Yeah.
Who?
The Hulk.
Bruce Banner.
Bruce Banner builds stuff,
He's
man.
pretty good.
Yeah, that's true. He does build stuff.
Superman builds the world up.
And he's also best friends with Tony Stark, so you could probably pull a favor or something.
See?
So I guess you kind of have your Cortana
Yeah.
and Tony Stark. I just called Tony Stark a blue chick, but whatever. So, anyways, that was my video game team, and the other guy, what was his name? Octana. What's it say on the slate, James?
Otakon?
Otakon, that's his name. Yeah.
Otakon.
I had no idea who to pick for a video game guy that would build weapons. So I called
Batman.
well, no, because I can't use Batman again because James gave me
Oh.
rules that he obviously didn't delegate to everybody else.
Just you.
Yeah, just me.
No, just you.
Because he knew I was going to say Batman. Done, I win.
If you look
I
at the
win.
text I sent, it was specifically no Batman.
All right, now, so
Yeah.
so we got your James.
Yeah.
What
No,
about
I'm
your
not
movies?
Done. I'm not done. I got
movies.
movies yet.
Okay.
And I kind of forgot my movies,
See?
actually.
Man,
so
really?
Help me out and throw up the slate. Oh, yeah, Hancock. I needed a Superman type guy.
Oh,
So I
yeah,
grabbed
I forgot
Hancock,
about
and as long as his
Hancock.
old lady ain't around, his
Yeah.
powers, his kryptonite is literally a woman, which I like I like
That sucks.
what is it called? The juxtapose of that, I guess. And then
Juxtaposition?
and then I grabbed every team has a robotic
Arnold.
cyborg type guy, so why not Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Yeah.
which is good on any team and any role, to be honest. As
Absolutely.
Terminator. So that's my
You
comics,
actually
movies,
put
TV, Justice
thought
League.
into yours?
I did put thought into
Mine are just funny.
well,
Jeff's like, come on,
I
seriously?
actually prepped this and was like all excited.
You were
to,
like,
unveil
well, no.
my superhero team, and you guys crapped all over it, as
No,
usual.
it's more just my movies are Obi-Wan and the Doctor from Doctor Who.
Oh, that's
My two strategists.
I know. Yep.
My comics are
Plus
Doctor
Obi-Wan's-
Strange and the Hulk.
Doctor Strange and the Hulk.
Yeah. And then my video games are Sephiroth and the Dragonborn.
Sephiroth.
From-
Explain Sephiroth.
Yeah.
He's a master swordsman, and his sword is like 7 feet long.
Yes, but what game is he from?
Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, okay. Final Fantasy VII.
You don't know?
No, I thought I'd recognize the name because I
Yeah.
played 7 quite a bit. We mentioned that on the last show, Cloud and all that. But
Yes.
I
I was
like,
gonna choose
Sephiroth.
Cloud.
I'm like,
But
I know that name,
Sephiroth
I
is
just don't know where.
way better.
If you
Right.
say so.
yeah. And who was the other one for video games?
Dragonborn from Skyrim.
Dragonborn. Hey, James, I'd like to inform you on what comedy actually is. It's where you say something that causes a reaction in other people where they giggle or laugh or anything like that. None of that was funny, bro. Not one bit of it had me cracking up. Like, I thought
Someone's
you were going to
laughing.
say, I thought you were going to say
I'm
something like,
laughing at him.
yeah, I thought you were going to say something like Jigglypuff. Like, that was one of
No.
your superhero teams.
Oh, no.
That
Stay
would've been
Puft
somewhat
Marshmallow
fun.
Man.
Yeah.
No, mine were just ones I really like.
Well, you know what? Next
I
time,
didn't actually
if we're gonna do funny, bro, I would have picked the Goomba from Mario Brothers, the little mushroom guy that just waddles along for no,
No, but
for
you
no
put
real
like
reason at
you
all.
put like the guy to build the weapons, your
He really
mech.
put thought into it.
Yeah.
I did. I
I
put
mean,
a lot
you
of
did
thought
the
into
thought,
it.
the research, the
Yeah.
whole 9 yards. Me, I'm like, Superman Hulk.
Not to mention, like, if you need a scientist type guy, you know, Swamp Thing, who used to be Dr. Alec Holland, he could fill the scientist role.
Okay.
I mean,
had it
mine
all thought
also
out.
mine didn't have any like overlaps of powers or anything. I kind of did it like
James, it seems
versatile.
like you just sat down and said, "Who do I like in video games, movies, and comics?" There we go.
Well,
So,
it took me the whole show.
Because we've only got a couple
Oh, you
minutes
did this
left.
during the show.
Yes.
Because we only got a couple minutes
Yeah.
left, James is going to pull the robotic up, and he's going to show you the new set design.
Yeah, because you
Because
put a
the
lot of hard
walls
work into it. Yeah.
are. No, that's just Josh.
Yeah.
Well, he's part of the set, isn't he?
I'm not actually
Yeah.
part of the set. Don't listen to them.
Don't go too high. Don't go
They're
too high.
hating.
Don't go high.
Look at the
There
Dragon
you go.
Ball.
There
you see
you
the
go.
Dragon Ball?
Dragon Ball.
There's me with my new sparkly earrings.
Oh yeah, you do have little
gauges.
Oh
I
my
had
God.
my ears pierced
They're
for
so
years.
cute.
They're so cute.
They're
so
not
precious.
manly like James's. James weigh like 10 pounds and weigh him down.
So I can't swim.
You guys see Boba Fett? There's the comic book convention poster.
Oh yeah.
FusionCon.
Can you make it to the other wall, bro?
Yeah. FusionCon.
FusionCon.
Along with the face hugger right above it. There's Boss Tech. He's not actually part of the set either.
Nope, I'm not.
There's Batman, Superman, and no, they are not holding hands. We kicked people out of our studio for doing that. It's not funny anymore. Yeah. Oh, look at that! I like how you did that with the what is it? The framing.
Mhm.
Yeah, Darth Vader's on set, watching over us, making sure we do a good job. And so a lot of hard work went into making the set look good. And we were just talking about this earlier today too. Is that a lot of what goes into filmmaking doesn't always make it on camera.
Nope.
And it's like we put a lot of effort into like the
Thanks,
set,
Barney.
and set design and things
Barney
like.
says she loves the set.
Right on. Yeah. Well, she's
Hey,
one of
can
the
anybody
bigger
tell me
fans.
what movie this is from? 5, 4, 3.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Nerd Talk. I'm Ortec the Back. We're not worthy.
Hey, ready?
Was that too far?
Swing.
No, I'm not doing swing.
Come on,
Nope.
swing.
We were talking about my favorite things right now, including Harley Quinn. And if I
Harley
were to
Quinn.
swing, we'd probably get in trouble. at
Oh,
some point.
okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
There'd be some eye
Well,
pokage.
With that being said,
It's the end of our show.
it's the end of our show. Hey, we did pretty good for
Yeah.
having a short.
For only
I'm
two guys
tired, though.
and a director.
This weekend wore us out. We did MMA Saturday.
By the way, we plugged that. I hope
Night
you
in
guys
the Tropics.
watched.
Night in the Tropics was Friday night, and then Sunday I had to work somewhere else. So we'll have MMA fights, and we'll
clips
be up by
sometime.
the end of the week,
Yeah.
so everybody can watch. You go to All Sports Arena.
Oh man.
WeBeamTV.com/All Sports Arena.
When I say I have the best seat in the house, me, James, and Dylan had the best seat in the house.
Yeah, you guys did.
This guy got knocked out right in front of me, and I'm on a down shot, and he got hit and it was a choke.
No, he was choking.
It was a
He
standing
twitched.
guillotine.
Dude, he was twitching.
And the dude had him against the cage. The best way to describe it was John Jones and Lyoto Machida, where he pinned him against the cage, standing in a standing guillotine,
Yeah.
and then dropped him. And the dude literally just went and fell like a ton of bricks, and then twitched. And I was
You know
like, I
what?
don't know if I should be filming this.
Maybe I'll do a. Maybe we'll do a show tomorrow.
I felt like I was filming Cannibal Holocaust or something.
We'll try to. No, we'll do a show. Wayne's World. Daniel
got it.
You
I
got
knew
it.
it. I called it. I said he would
FusionCon
be
ticket for you,
Yeah,
baby.
you're going. Oh, I thought we
You
were going
are
to give him
going.
something off the set too.
No. He's local. We're gonna give him a FusionCon.
Oh, okay.
I'll
he's
buy-
like-
I'll get it from
this
Mark.
is for other people that
Yes.
we can mail things to.
So, with that being said, tune in later this week. Maybe we'll do a highlight reel on one of the Nerd Talk nights about the.
Replace one of the trailers because James obviously is
Yeah.
picking
Oh my
some boring
God.
trailers.
We got to pick
This
some
one better.
trailers. But we're gonna show some of the MMA knockouts.
Yeah.
And we'll even slow them down.
We did slow one down, and then we showed the fighter that
Yeah, he
committed
wasn't
the
real
knockout.
happy because he
thought
thought
he
he had a knockout, but he didn't have a knockout.
He didn't. No, the guy injured
twisted
his leg.
ankle, or his leg, his knee.
His knee. Popped
With
his
that
knee.
being said, I'm Boss Tech.
I'm Ortec the Batman.
I'm James.
And thanks for watching.
We will see you later this week. Bye.